So how many of you bring lunch to work every day? Good job. How many of you order food every day? Yes. So when you order food, it's kind of expensive. You don't always know what kind of quality you're getting. And so you want to, when you bring food, it's kind of a pain to pack it every morning. And you're always trying to, you know, do I have to bring it with me? Then you have to wash out your containers and bring them back and all this stuff. Luckily, at the Center for Social Change, it is very, very easy to bring your lunch and to cook here because we have a great kitchen on all the different floors. But it is always great to be able to make stuff at the beginning of the week and use it the rest of the week. So we're going to make salad jars today, and if you make them on Sunday, they will still be good on Friday. So you can keep them in your refrigerator and then just pick up one and take it to work. And so it's all done on one day, and it's super easy.
This is so smart. So is this how do you do this for your kids too? Or is
I do this for myself, some for my kids. My kids can't really take glass to school, but I do make them for them like that, and then I dump them into different containers. I make all the salads for our whole house, and then I dump theirs every morning so that they can take them in a plastic container because they're not allowed to have glass.
Right. So I'll be your helper. So
Awesome.
You can tell me if you need.
Okay. So we can pass out these. So we have a little infographic to tell you how to make your salad jars when you go home. So we'll pass these out to you guys. And we are going to make some today. So I will demonstrate first, and then you guys can come up and put whatever you want into them. So when you're making salad jars, you're going to put the dressing in the bottom. So this is our dressing for today. It is a balsamic vinegar, oil, mustard, and salt and pepper. Sorry. So, when you open it, so you just put enough dressing to sort of cover the bottom, and then you're going to put in the harder vegetables so that these don't really absorb the dressing. They kind of get, the onions get a little like pickled, would be the best way to describe it, which makes them really good. Like by the end of the week, they're like a little bit softer and not as strong, but they taste really, really good. Then peppers. So all the really hard stuff sits in the dressing. We have some yellow squash.
That makes so much sense.
And then that sits in the dressing. And then cucumbers. We did the little English ones today. Then you do your grain. This is farro.
What's farro?
Farro is just another grain. It's sort of like barley but it's gluten-free. And it's a really hearty grain. It's a little bit nutty. And you can get 10-minute farro, so it cooks really fast. Trader Joe's has it, Whole Foods, sometimes Publix. And then we're doing beans as our protein today because we're going vegetarian. But you can put chicken or steak, tofu, whatever you want. And then you fill the rest with the lettuce stuff. So this is just romaine lettuce. And then this is like a kale, a baby kale and arugula mix. When I do them at home, I do not use utensils, sorry. And then cilantro, so you want to put herbs, whatever you have on top. And then seeds and nuts can go kind of anywhere in there. I think on the graph it's lower, but I usually do them at that back end. So you can put cheese on top of this too, if you would like to, and then you just push them.
This is so smart.
So you just push them down, and then you just seal them pretty tight, and then they stay like this, right? Super pretty, super cute. You put them in your refrigerator. You can put a whole week's worth in, and then you've got lunch for the whole week. It does not take very long. Usually what I do is I start cooking my grains first while I'm chopping all this stuff. By the time that's done, my grain is ready to go. And
So
then
easy.
usually I have them done in like 30 minutes for, 12 to sometimes in our house about 20. So there's a lot.
What about the dressing? Is that something you make homemade as well?
Yeah, I always make my dressings homemade. I don't really like jarred or bottled dressing. They have a lot of weird stuff in it. So I usually do some kind of oil and vinegar and mustard. An easy way to do it is to make it in the jar and then you can just shake it up. Sometimes when I'm really particularly lazy, I just pour it directly into the jars I'm making. Because it doesn't need to, when you pour them out, it all goes on top of the stuff. So when you're ready to eat them, you just take the lid off and you just dump it out onto a plate, and then all the stuff goes all over, the salad dressing goes over the whole salad, and then you have a great salad.
So I would imagine, I mean, I love salad. I'm sure everybody here, there's a lot of vegetarians here, but what if you want to do things with meat, or you want to do things with other food?
So you can put the meat, so where the number 5 is, so kind of right above the grain is where you put the protein.
Okay.
So you can put any protein. You can put fish, chicken, eggs, edamame, other kinds of beans, whatever the protein is, you can just put it there. Fish does not stay good as long. It only lasts about 2 or maybe 3 days. But, I mean, you wouldn't eat fish in a normal leftover fish.
So brilliant. I don't know if you can see this. But it's Jamie's brilliant idea of food that's healthy and putting it in jars. So what do you tell us about why you decided to do jars?
I love glass jars because then you're not getting any of the chemicals from the plastic. They're super easy to wash and to reuse and stack up. I mean, I have an entire shelf in my kitchen. It's all just jars. My husband thinks I might have a little bit of a problem, but they're great to store all kinds of things, and the way that they seal is so good that it does really keep everything fresh.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anybody want to try? Yes.
Come
on up.
Let's make some jars.
That's it. So, okay. You want to try? Yeah. One for you. One for her.
Are we going this side?
Yeah, we'll go this way.
Okay.
Fantastic. Now, how long do you want to wait?
Huh?
How long should you wait for?
To eat them?
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat them.
Like right away?
You can eat them right away if you want to, or they last up to like 5 to 7 days, depending upon how fresh the stuff is that you're putting in.
Okay.
So come to this side first.
Oh, we're gonna do this side. Okay.
Yeah, because you got to go.
first.
So take a jar, pour some salad dressing. Good. And then just start putting in what you would like.
You need more tongs.
This is awesome.
No,
Okay.
I think we're good.
It's for me to eat, so I'll use my hands.
Go for it.
Come, you guys want to make some more? Line up, we got lots of jars. Make some.
Yeah. This is lunch today.
Say goodbye, Jamie.
Bye. Thanks, guys.